Sunline is redesigning the transit network. The project, Sunline Refueled, aims to improve the service for Valley riders in a variety of ways. I spoke today with the CEO, Lauren Skyver. Lauren, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here today.
First off, what is Sunline Refueled?
Well, Sunline Refueled has been a project we've been working on for about 3 years. It's really about redesigning the transit network and providing faster and more mobility solutions to the Coachella Valley.
Why was this needed?
Well, I think that we've been examining our service for a while. It's our job to keep manipulating and changing and improving the service for our riders. And so we've been working on thoughts about redesigning the service, lengthening the routes and making less transfers for riders. Out here in the desert, riding in the summer can be challenging, but then riding all the time. We want to make sure that our riders can get where they need to go quicker, more conveniently, and to spend less time at the bus stop and more time on the bus getting where they need to go.
What types of transportation services will Sunline Refueled bring to the community?
Well, along with our redesigned network, we're also going to be launching some more flexible and faster services like microtransit. So we'll be piloting a rideshare service. This will be launched in areas where density and bus service can be somewhat unproductive. And the whole point is to speed up the transportation process for our riders by creating that less transfers, a faster way to a faster network. And rideshare, I think, is going to be an exciting component to that.
And when will Sunline Refueled be rolled out?
Well, we're going to have the first parts of our service roll out in January. One of the optimistic things about the pandemic is an opportunity for us to redesign this service and accelerate some of our plans. And so in January, we'll be rolling out this redesigned transportation network and the pilot for our rideshare services. I think that's going to be a very important component to this service. We like our customers to please go on our website, and we have a special page, www.refuel.org, so that you can give us your opinion. Tell us what you need in your mobility needs. Tell us what we can do to improve how you get around the desert and how you use our service.
You mentioned the pandemic. How has the pandemic affected ridership?
Well, it's affected ridership, and we've taken the service down to a Sunday service, especially to create social distancing for our riders and our operators. And that's why Refueled makes so much sense to bring back. Why bring the service back in its old network when we can do improvements now and start those in January for our riders? The pandemic has affected all of us. And part of our job is to make sure that we bring back a service that can move the valley, can get people back to their lives and their jobs, and provide that mobility component that they need.
And before we let you go, Lauren, how can riders and the public get more involved in this initiative?
Please go to our website. You can give us information about what we can do to make your service better. You can participate in our survey. There's interactive maps that show you what we're making in changes and how we're improving the network. We would like to know if you have a smartphone. Those are all important components for us to understand how we can tailor these services for our riding public and how we can attract new riders. What kind of services can we put in place that meet the needs of everyone here in the Valley and provide those mobility options we so desperately need as we roll our lives back at some point from COVID-19.
All right. Lauren, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.